As you can see, me and Rebekah Sutcliffe, right, and this was James Street Garage in Tilsley in the year 2008, right, and them two, I did not put them there. That picture's been altered. But, you see how the cars are set out, right? Now, I'll tell you a story actually. I think I've sort of sussed this out now on the real reason why that black council bin got burnt at the back of Mike Newell's gate at the time when he was on his own. It makes sense now to who's done it. She has. And it's same with Nick, obviously Nick McCann's speeding ticket. It's fake. On the left side it was, the window screen was all cracked. In the reflection, but it was it's like step back. And on the right hand side, you know, it's like, it's showing her knees, the damage. But, okay, so going back in the 80s here, and this is when I was, what, 7-year-old, and this is how the grid comes into it. It is a, it's been some time, believe. Right, so, Rebekah Sutcliffe written me a love letter years ago, as we hung around together, but she gave it to a girl called Nicola to give to me, but it wasn't in an envelope. It was 2 pieces of paper lined, and it were written out on both sides, so that's making 4. It is Rebekah. So what I did is I made it look like I ripped it up and threw it in the black bin in Abberton, where I lived all them years ago. So I think Rebekah has come back and she's seen that, and that's sort of what's got to her, to be honest. But I did not rip up them letters. I've still got them. I made it look like that just to see and test the theory, even back then, to see who will come back. The letter N, as Nicola Hughes was buried. Rebekah Sutcliffe's done that, and also a story as well on the letter N. Because she's going back to the time frame to when me and her were together and them love letters, and that's what's getting to her. And all through this time now, this is why it's been happening. But she's not had them 2 police officers killed. I'll tell you who has. The bitch ringleader, CID, Leigh police station. Seeing her there in the picture with Nicola Hughes. You see how jealous she is? This is direct proof now that she found everything out about Rebekah's past, about me, right, and she's used it against her. So she's done that on purpose by having an affair with her husband and taking all the money off her and leaving her with nothing. This is direct proof now. What makes you think I still don't like you? Where are you getting this idea from? That you're against me or I'm against you? What, because you've had your head turned? Why have I kept the love letters all this time that you've written me? I'm not going to put it online because it's something that she's written and it's something personal to her, to me. So without her consent, I can't put it online. Because it would be sure, she might take offence to it and I don't want to do that. But it's the truth, to be honest. It really is the truth. She's changed. Believe she's changed. Since, I mean, come on, I was 7-year-old, right? And Rebekah Sutcliffe was 14-year-old at the time. This is the age gap between us, right? And like I said, the reason why her kneecap has been damaged with a spade for is because she broke, by using a spade, the catches on the grid, and I dragged it down the road on the BMX. And then the way she swings her arms on the park, Alexander Park, is she's right. She's watched me do that when I was a kid. This is what I mean. When she was a teenager and I was a kid back then, you know, this is how she copies. It's like I started doing the videos on the Peugeot 307 all them years ago, Then mysteriously Rebekah Sutcliffe starts copying. She copies everything I do. And it's the same with Nick, obviously Nick McCann's Black Cleo, the way that the back window got smashed. Right? And I know it's Rebekah who's done it. Because she thinks that Nick was or should I say Andrew, was taking me away from her, basically, and meeting another woman. And that's what she's scared of. And the amount of men she's met have all gone off and been intimidated by the little bitch in CRD in Leigh Police Station because she's up for sex. You see what I mean? And she's one of them women where she would use a feminine ways, sex as a weapon, and then once the blackmailing starts, the sex then stops, and then she's, oh, if you don't do this, I'll tell your wife this. Now, that is the bitch ringleader CRD, and this is why in 2010 it was Rebekah Sutcliffe who discovered her husband was having an affair, but she couldn't prove it at the time, but she had her suspicions if she was correct. And look at the damage what happened to her because of the little bitch in CRD. But guess what? The bitch in CRD is scared of me because I won't take her on. But I'll take Rebekah Sutcliffe on. You see what I mean? It's the bitch ringleader CRD Leigh Police Station. You see what I mean now? How she was near her before she was killed. She's had her killed on purpose to get to Rebekah Sutcliffe, and now this is proof. And also, I've got even more proof that on the original 999 call, which it would be to at the time, this little bitch was on the other end when the wrong Jordan Begley got killed. And I've got proof of that now.